So somehow
Should I
get
get
it behind.
When's the chicken hat come into play?
The chicken hat's for the beer review.
Okay.
I would give you one for this too, but I really, I'm not that qualified for this either. Okay.
Is there any experience for two of us?
So you thirsty, Ricky? Or?
Yeah, I'm very thirsty.
All right.
Very thirsty for bourbon.
All right, Rick. All right, we'll get you some bourbon.
Thank you.
About.
Jesus.
Thank you.
All day long.
Something easy and simple to drink. Thank you.
Are these in the same order for all three of us? Left to right? Okay. Why don't you explain which one we're doing?
We got a blind tasting today. We got Elmer T Lee, which I believe, take a look at that. I think it's 90 proof. And
It is, yes.
then we have Cooper's Craft, the only one I haven't had out of these. It's 100 proof. And then we got Old Granddad 114.
Is it 114 proof? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Are these
blind, see which ones we like the best.
are these like more? These are more like lower range.
All these, well, so I think all of the MSRPs are below 30. They're around $30. You won't find Elmer T Lee for that because it's hard to find now, but it's not supposed to. It's probably like 30 to 40.
I technically bought
30.
Cooper's Craft. I don't remember. I was talking to you when I did it. It was 30. I don't know why I was thinking it was 35. But okay.
I sent you 35.
Okay. Oh, did you? Well, I'm okay. Well, I didn't look at what you sent me, but
So goes left to right.
all right.
Boy, I can't smell a goddamn thing of this giant.
Hey, I brought my Glencairns.
Also, this is also a good test to see if you're getting COVID, if you can smell stuff. Taste it.
Worky's always looking on the bright side, you know.
Well, I can't smell anything, so yeah. Is it good?
The classic Rick reaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, that hit me quite hard.
So that makes me immediately assume the first one's 114.
It would not surprise me in the least bit. But who knows? 60 proof. Could
Smell chocolate, leather, tobacco, and cherry.
Definitely leather and tobacco.
I was too busy coughing.
Yeah, you taste the inside of your lung now. Wow, that aroma that's smoky, spicy, and yeah, some tobacco in there too. Maybe some.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Almost like a sage smell to it too.
Yeah, a bit of like a mint or something to it. Smell wise.
It's kind of woody. Yeah, it definitely tastes spicy too. But this, I would have to insist, if not assume, it's 114. This Old Granddad 114.
Okay, that was better. It's always that first sip that really does me in. Second one's a little bit better.
Okay.
Really sweet and sharp, like right at the top, and then the alcohol like kicks in and just kind of like coats your tongue.
You get like a dark chocolate on the back of it. Not quite bitter, but like kind of like a.
I do see, yeah.
Like a wood, like real barrel char, slight dark chocolate at the end, maybe.
I'm gonna save the rest of mine for comparison sips.
Alright, number 2.
Number 2. What are you?
Bit of a
No, this is sweeter.
funk on this one.
A little funk on this one. I'm kidding all you. It's like, stop it. You stop.
I smell like a little bit of chocolate and cherries.
So I smell the first one, but this one I smell more like It's lighter and
a little bit of frosting too. I don't say pudding.
a little bit like a funk. I always thought it was like a musty, funky kind of slight.
This is not nearly the explosion of flavor as the first one.
It doesn't burn my throat like the first one.
Yeah, it's
like all in the mouth.
Yeah, this is much smoother and it's much more level and rounded. It's not like all the alcohol hits you in the back half like the first one. This is kind of a even experience most of the way through.
It's just because we had the first one first, but it's just like a little bit too watered down.
Yeah, this is a little watered down. I would agree.
Still got a decent mouthfeel, but I'm getting like it's hard to pick out flavors. Like,
yeah, it's like
I don't know.
It's a little turpentine compared to the first one. Like it's, you know, it's not a vodka or anything, but I mean it's kind of going that direction compared to that first one.
Getting some like fruitiness, but I can't really put my finger on what. It's like apple or something. Then that kind of mustiness to it. Funky, kind of. Little light caramel.
Yeah, I don't know what. I can't.
Hello.
I can't.
Andrew, pick up your landline for Christ's sake.
9:30 every night at 9:30 you get a phone call.
For some, I feel like actually I like the first one better.
Yeah, I do too.
Even though it hit me hard that first go, but yeah, I don't have the vocabulary to explain why I like the first. I just do.
It's fair.
Just the first one just tastes better to me.
So it's more that you think the flavor tastes better, or is it more of a? Is it more that
flavor
like spicier, or is it like more intense? It's stronger flavor, so you like the strongness of the flavor and the intensity.
Yeah. That's the one seems more. I think you mentioned watered down.
Yeah,
Something to that effect.
like this is a stone's throw from like Gentleman Jack that I had recently, which is a horrible slight against whoever made this, I'm sure, and it's not that bad, obviously, but that's the comparison I would make for someone who doesn't know the vocabulary. All right.
No, what this one is instantly. Really like kind of a dusty, peanutty kind of.
Yeah, that aroma is
I'd
unique.
say like that nutty.
Definitely like straight up like peanut shell.
Hit the nail on the head.
Sweetness stuff, like a little cinnamon, peanut, sweet. All dusty.
Yeah, I'll say dusty.
Peanut shell, cinnamon.
I smell peanuts, but I don't know, to me that's not completely what I'm smelling, but
Peanut caramel, cinnamon.
Seems to sting my nose more than yours.
that's it.
Okay. I'll say if you're coughing, there's no hope for me.
Definitely
Wrong too.
get like a peanut brittle kind of thing going on with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little caramel and peanut brittle.
Don't hit it. It's like straight ahead of you. About 2 feet.
Am I able to get to the damn sink?
Mm-hmm.
What if I go like this?
There you go. What?
I'd say there's almost a little bit of toffee to this one.
Yeah. Peanut brittle.
This does not have as much. It doesn't have the off flavor in the back end that I felt I was tasting in the second one. It's not nearly as strong as the first one, but also, unlike the second, it's not watery. This is like a nice middle ground between the two. I'm probably going to find out that this is Cooper's Craft But well, then again, Kodiak is really familiar with this one, so maybe it's not.
I think.
Maybe this is the one
Well,
for
I don't
you.
know. Get more cinnamon when I'm smelling it again. Yeah, the peanut's still there.
I don't really. Well, I don't taste cinnamon. To me, I taste maybe a little bit of brown sugar, but not like burnt, not charred, or
Yeah, this one
fresh
seemed
and
to
confectionery.
burn my nose more than the other ones.
This one just to me, it tastes like you had like a peanut brittle, but you had like a lot of cinnamon in with the mixture. It sounds like that kind of toffee caramely, but peanut.
Mm-hmm. Caramel,
Bad.
yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't
like-
mention caramel, but that's a note in there for sure. All
We'll
right,
go
so
back
what are we
the
gonna
opposite way.
say our favorites are?
Well, I'm gonna go back through the opposite way first.
Yeah,
So
which is why. Well, see, you don't even have one in the middle, which is what I warned you about. The one in the middle's like gone. Is there anything in there?
A little
enough
bit.
for another
Okay.
taste.
Well,
A little bit in the bunt there.
Still peanutty.
So much fumes.
Going back to number 2 here. Smells sweeter than coming from the last one. I don't get quite as much of that funk
Still
that I did the
watery.
first time.
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, this one's like smells way sweeter after the.
So watery.
I like caramel, a little bit of fruit or something.
Yeah, I still smell cherries.
Maybe, yeah. Cherry, apple kind of side of things. Maybe apple.
I can't say the flavors changed
Some
at all
kind
for me.
of red fruit, yeah, for sure. I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding.
Yeah. Get a bit of that funk and
I will say that the first one has changed a lot now from
general sweetness and generic fruity kind of. It's not bad, but they proofed it down too much, I feel like. Now back to number 1 for me.
I can't believe what a different experience this is. How much of a different experience the first pour is. Now it doesn't really seem like it's that much higher alcohol than the other two. So I'm obviously acclimated a bit. It's still hot on the back end though, but it's not as well. It's still smoky, I guess, compared to the other two, but I wouldn't say it's like prominent.
Still getting a lot of oak and dark chocolate. I think. Maybe a little bit of cherry.
I guess it boils down to what do I like more, chocolate or nuts? That will determine which one I.
Let's do it back and forth now. Now your final test to go to A and B them.
For me, it's 3, 1, 2. Best to least, but I've run out of 1 and 2.
Three's got like a pretty decent mouthfeel, pretty decently long finish, but I don't like. I just kind of get like that toffee and peanut kind of. I'm not getting much of anything else. I don't get any fruit of any kind in there.
Yeah, this one's not. The third one is not as fruity as the first two.
I go back to the first one again.
I don't know. To me, the first one I don't associate with tons of fruit personally. The second one's the one that to me has more fruit flavors in it. So I think it was the first one I said had cherry in it, but
Yeah, first one is getting like
maybe that was the second. I don't remember now.
tobacco, dark chocolate, maybe a slight bit of cherry, just a little something else in there that makes it a little, not just these dark
How does it
flavors.
steam my nose?
It's probably the glass because it's funneling the fumes
Oh,
at the
okay.
top.
That's right. How much a difference that makes?
Yeah. Well, I got these little guys, so I can smell them probably way better than you guys can.
Three's definitely the hottest.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I would have said number 1. Although on the way back through, number 1 was not as bad, but
It's still there. It's like, man. It's like, meh, meh. Get that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I can't drink number 3 without drinking it wrong. Oh, damn it.
Oh yeah, 3 is definitely. After I drinking that one, going back to 1.
I mean, Cody did pour these, so I'm going to take his word for it. This is probably 114, but to me, number 1 seemed like it was hotter. But
I do know, basically, I think which ones are which. I do know which ones are which, but it definitely was the flavor, though, not from. Because I just had this one, and it was like sticking around forever, and then I downed the rest of this one, and I didn't even get a burn on it.
Well, it was about that time that Adrian decided Cody couldn't be trusted no more. Shoot, from now on, all taste tests would have to be blind.
yeah, but, I mean, number 2 was like a lightweight. Number 2 was damn 45. That has to be the Elmer T. Lee.
I think I'm gonna go.
Number 1 must be Cooper's, and number 3 must be 114.
I'm going 1. It's almost a tie between these two.
For me, I think I'm going. My order is the same as Adrian's.
I'm going 1, 3, 2, I guess. I
It was close. The 1 and 3 were close for me. I like this.
Yeah.
I didn't like 1 at first, but I like.
I'm surprised you're saying 2 and 3 are close, because it's weird.
I'm doing 1, 2, 3. I like. So here's my reasoning for that. 3, kind of look for higher proof, something that has more of a punch, which 2 didn't, which is like a disappointment. It feels to me like when they were making it, they really missed an opportunity to not proof it down so much. And it would have been something special. As it is, it's not, but I get much more like complexity and interesting flavors off of 2 than I do 3. I also don't care for peanut, but this one just seemed more like straightforward with the flavor. What? Indigestion. It's like it's got a good mouthfeel. It's got a punch of flavor. Pretty good. Don't love peanuts, and I just got more flavors off of this one. It's more interesting, but it's.
I could not disagree more, but I definitely don't know.
I mean,
you do.
The complexity. It doesn't have the amount of flavors as this one. This one got way more flavor than this one, but I feel like
I would rather have 2
more
flavors that are well done than 5 watery flavors, personally. But hey, whatever.
It was a toss up because of that. That's the reason why this one didn't just like outright win. If it was like 10 proof points higher, I feel like it would be really good. But it's just like you took something that was probably pretty good and then added a bunch of water to it, and you're like, oh, it's like, like a watered down Pepsi or something. But the flavors that were there, I thought were more interesting than 3. And 1,
like I would rather have. Here's my argument to that. I would rather have a well done peanut butter stout for beer, even if I don't like peanut butter, which I don't. Then I would like to have a craft beer that has 5 different fruits in it that's crappy and watery.
I'm trying to
even though it's a peanut butter, or it's like maybe a coconut stout or something like that. It's like I'm not super into that flavor, but like if it's like strong, that flavor, and like that's hard to capture, I would rather have that, even if it's like 1, 2 prominent flavors than 5 flavors that are watery.
Well, here's my analogy, you dick. It's like,
let's trade barbs a little bit.
It's like this one, number 2, is like somebody gave me some kind of like fancy, like some soda company made like a I don't know, like a coconut lime, some weird like, oh, this is what's all in here. But then somebody like, oops, and then they dropped like an ounce of water into it. And you're like, oh, this isn't as good now.
Well,
but then the other one's like an RC Cola. If you're like, oh, the flavor's right there, but it's RC Cola.
Yeah, but that RC Cola is like a standard for things that aren't done well. And I don't think we're making the case that 3
I don't think
isn't
it's
done
bad.
well.
I'm just saying, like, it's standard. It is what it is. It's there. It's not bad. But the other one's, like, to me, more curious, more interesting. What's going on? It's just somebody put too much water in it.
All right, so reveal what it is we're drinking.
So one's Cooper's Craft. Oh well, and I forgot to say Cooper's. This one, I also got a little bit more complexity out of the flavors. They all had good mouthfeels. This one I just kind of like the profile a little more. Like kind of chocolate, oak. I got a little bit of cherries, but not a ton. So this was Cooper's Craft number 1. 2 was the Elmer T, and 3 was the 114.
Okay.
So.
That accords with kind of what we were saying.
And I gotta baby that little boy bottle of Cooper's Craft. See
Yeah,
what I feel.
Cody
about
loves the. Wait for it. Are we gonna do it, Cody? Give them a Christmas gift. That makes everyone feel good when you hear that.
It probably won't for long, but for now, I love it. But it did remind me of. It made me think of. Just made by the same parent company. It reminded me of the old Forester 100. Like same kind of profile generally. That kind of like people say banana. I didn't get banana on that one, but banana cherry. There was a little bit of cherry I felt like, and then there was like chocolate. It reminded me of the 100, just less bright, more darker tobacco. More oaky, and less like bright cherry. The 100's got a lot of like cherry and chocolate right up front. It's kind of more fruity, but this one's like a little more complex, better mouthfeel, a little darker flavored. So I think I like it. I'm gonna have to go through the whole bottle before I can really say.
So there's a lot there for you. I helped him get it. I already had a bottle
I
myself.
can't just I can't just have like a pour and then be like, oh, this is what I think of it. Like
These are first impression reviews, and we are certainly no experts.
Yeah.
Especially Adrian.
Oh wow.
Hey Ricky. We're on our way.
Yeah. Bourbonologists.
Yeah.
I'm not a bourbonologist.
Thanks for joining Bourbon Academy 101 today. We'll be back, I guess, with more in a little bit.
They're wrong. I'm right. Don't forget that.
I see why I was put on the bitch seat at the end.